There appears to be some very strong members of the party within the Southwest. Since that Ekiti election, there seems to be some level of synergy between some stalwarts in the party in the Southwest. What's your perception about the working together and the victory of PDP in Ekiti?
I think it's clear to PDP members in the Southwest that the Southwest is up for grabs. And that's why, you know, when you're playing a football game and you are the stronger party, even when it's 1-1, there is confidence that you're going to win. So there is that confidence as far as the Southwest is concerned that this game that we're playing towards 2015 is going to go in favor of the PDP.
Look at that crowd on the screen there. That was an event held in Lagos recently at Ojota, a popular junction at the city center close to Ikeja, the capital of Lagos. And if you look at the kind of crowd that you find there, what kind of feeling does it give you for the perception of the PDP, not only in Lagos but within the Southwest?
I'll say it again, that I have every confidence. You need to go and look at the registration that is going on in the PDP in the Southwest. And you begin to see it in some of the policy reversals going on with the ruling party in the Southwest. It is a result of what they see on ground. So you're finding that the states are beginning to reverse some of their anti-people policies because they know that the people are not going to vote for them.
Interesting. Let's take a look at Ekiti. I mean, we saw our Farashe won in Ekiti, and from that point, there seems people like Musiliu Obanikoro, a few other people have teamed up to say we want to take the Southwest. How easy would that be from the incumbents that we've seen in Ogun, Oyo, and Lagos?
Well, there'll be no incumbent in Lagos come 2015. I believe he's on his second term and is on his way out. So there's no incumbent.
I mean, incumbent party, or at least the party is a ruling party,
You know, Lagos I can talk about very, very confidently. What is going to happen in Lagos is cosmopolitan. And so the question that will be before the electorate, or what will decide how they vote will be how well, you know, it's mainly a private sector driven state. It's not like the civil service states. So what is going to happen is people are going to be asking themselves, how well has government provided that enabling environment for me to aspire to whatever it is? So the market women are going to be asking, are we comfortable with with the way the ruling party has treated us? The students are going to have a say and say, well, has this government been nice to us? The private sector, in other words, the professionals are going to be saying, how heavy-handed has this government been? So if they feel comfortable, then fine. But if they don't feel comfortable, then they're not likely to go that way. And you can go on and on. You're going to talk to the artisans, the tradespeople. How well have they done? How do you see them? How do you see the way those in government? You know, people are asking, you know, I knew these people before they went into government. Now that they're in government, I see their lives have changed. Now, what have they done for me? In other words, how have I benefited from government? That is what is going to come before people. I'm working hard. I want my children to go to school. How well is it? This school that they're going to, if it's a public school, can they really make it? In other words, can they compete? Are they competitive? If they're not competitive, it means that they look at themselves as being put under more pressure to go to the private schools. In other words, from this little that isn't there, you're going to have to provide private education. Again, these are some of the questions that come. What's it like for accommodation? How do I get to work and back every day? You know, because if I'm going to spend all my time going to work and back every day, then I'm asking, how much has government done for me?
Interesting.
You know,
just before we go, tell me, we've seen an increase in the turnout of voters in the past election. In the last election, we saw in Osun, we saw about 70% people 70% of the voters turn out for that election.
Sure.
But unfortunately, we've not seen more of issue-based campaigns and manifestos. Candidates have not really come up to tell people, to sell their programs. We've seen more of showing off and all of entertainment. These particular elections that we're going into in 2015, especially for the Southwest, do you see issue-based debates and discussions?
Well, I can say that Lagos generally will be issue-based because of the nature of Lagos. But you have to understand the other parts of the Southwest, that politics will play quite a bit more than it would in Lagos, in the sense that and you know, that's why when people say, oh, somebody performed or is supposed to have performed well and didn't win, it's not only your service that determines whether you come back or not. And that is not peculiar to Nigeria. It's not peculiar to the Southwest. President Bush Sr. won the war, but he lost the elections. You know, so there are many things that come into play. How have you played your politics? Like I said, how do people look at you? If you are from a state that believes that people take the business of the state, that the people who make money or who get the benefits of the state are not based in the state. They're taking their money out of the state, in which case they're not employing people from the state. It has nothing to do whether you've delivered or you haven't delivered. It becomes a case of, hey, wait a minute,
all right,
we're not benefiting from this.
Just briefly before we go on, we've seen a lot of names down, especially in the PDP. We've seen the former candidate of the PDP, Adedosumo. We've seen someone like Adedeji Akindahati. We've seen someone like Musili Obanikoro. A lot of people, names are coming onto the table this time around. How hot do you think that contest will be?
Lagos has to be hot. I mean, that's why Lagos is what it is. And that's why Lagos, you know, like I say, it's just got to be hot. Nobody's going to have it easy. You've never had a governor in Lagos that has not been relatively called an action governor. Because the truth is that the challenges are plenty, and you better be ready for it. And so to get there, you're going to have to work very hard.
And you're getting ready to?
Nothing gets there on a platter of gold. Nobody gets there on a platter of gold.
You're getting ready to?
I didn't say anything.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jimi Agbaje, for joining us on Politics Today. Well, that's been it on the program today. My name is Sean Kimbalo on behalf of the team. Thank you for staying with us. Join us next time.